You like the cold?
Yes, you can keep putting on blankets. You can put as many blankets as you want to.
Really? Yeah.
Put on them fireplace logs. It's a hot
That's
cover.
true. Yeah. But when it gets too cold, I'm like, okay, if you don't see me after I leave work, I'm gonna do one stop. And once I get home, I ain't come back out. I ain't come back out.
I don't know. Is it better in the cold or hot? Like, you could put on more clothes to warm yourself up, like you say, when it's cold, but then you can't take off enough clothes when you're hot, right? They
And
cool
once I
off.
get hot,
Cool
I
off.
never seem to cool off. Like,
Yeah.
when I'm like, God,
I don't know. Can we just find that happy medium?
man.
Like 65, 70 would be good. So,
We go from winter to summer.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This tri-state area is like, okay, today is snowing. Tomorrow is sunshine. Tomorrow is fall. The leaves are falling off the tree. You just never
A
know.
tornado.
Yeah, a tornado. Yes.
Don't forget
Yeah.
that.
Derecho, tornadoes, and all that stuff. So you just never know. Welcome to the tri-state area.
All right, let's check on the sound. Make sure we are just live and full effect. As we going live, we got a good show today. It's that time of year again. One of the things we talk about is politics, and it's that time of year with campaign for many different positions that we're gonna.
The trail is hot right now.
Yes, we're gonna speak on.
You ain't never lie.
It's getting hot in here.
had a chance last night to go to meet the candidates in Huntington, West Virginia. It was hosted at the 80 Lewis Community Center, or the 80 Lewis Boys Club, off of Howell Greer, hosted by the FCDC and the Fairfield Community Development Corporation, as well as the NAACP local chapter in Huntington, West Virginia, hosted Meet the Candidates, and it was a good turnout. Got a chance to meet everybody, all the different positions. I mean, people running for magistrate, circuit court judge, they running for mayor, they running for board of education,
City council.
city council.
Sounds like everybody was in the house.
Man, I mean,
It was packed.
Yeah.
and also running for what we're going to be speaking with you today here on the BIZ. We're going to be talking to Sherone. Sherone.
Sherone.
All right. Sherone. She know I'll butcher her name.
Listen, he will butcher a name. You might be something else.
That's it right the whole time.
Yeah. By the end of the
do it now.
show, you might be
Don't-
my Sharona by the time you.
Don't overthink it.
No.
Hornbuckle-Meyers, who's running for Cabell County Family Court Judge. So we're going to speak with her. We're going to get more into that as the show goes on. But you know what time it is right now. We got to hit you with the intro. Welcome to the bed. We're talking economics, education, entertainment,
Labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war.
Family.
Family.
It's your boy NormBeezy.
And Lady T.
Spitting straight facts. That's right.
Yeah.
Stop it, right. Give it to it. Ain't so fun. What?
Sounds like her.
It was
Yeah.
me.
That's why I fell in love with her. It wasn't her cooking. It wasn't her cooking.
Watch it.
Oh, see.
I'll be family court.
Let's
I can't make any promise.
listen. You deal with divorces and all that stuff. Yeah, We right on time. That's just a segue to what we're about to discuss.
My goodness.
I'm gonna come talk to you after school.
But yes, welcome to the biz. We thank you for joining us again for another episode on the BIZ with NormBeezy.
And Lady T.
And we also want to thank all of our help in the community, our sponsors. We want to thank Positive People Association, Stars of the Theater Troupe, Glorious Church of God in Christ for providing a van for our programs. We want to thank Basic Supplies. Why?
Because they provide our basic supplies.
Thank you, Joe Williams and Basic Supplies. We also want to shout out to Michael Thomas Tutors on 20th Street.
Them biscuits, y'all.
So we also want to give a shout out to Mr. Mike 304 for providing our sounds, helping us with our sounds and the soundboard, recording that lovely voice that y'all heard earlier.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you, bro. Thank
He
you,
worked
Mike.
his magic.
Yeah, so we also want to thank All Here Together Productions, part of the 3 Building Mural Project, and we're continuing to try to thrive to finish this building as part of the 3 Building Mural Project. I want to thank all of our council members that has helped support Positive People Association. But
To do the Stellar Fuller Foundation.
Stellar Fuller Foundation for helping us with our sports broadcasting program.
Toyota.
Providing that, and our Did You Know is going to be brought to you by Toyota. So
Yeah.
Well, thank God.
Oh, all the time.
Okay.
God is good.
All
the time. You know what I'm
Yes.
None of this would be possible without
Absolutely.
the blessing. Without the blessing, if you come to the studio and you look around, everything is the blessing. You know what I'm saying? It was all everything. So I said, thanking all those people, thanking God for bringing those people and those corporations to us. You know what I'm saying? Because won't He do it?
Yes, He will. Won't He do it?
Amen. And give a hand clap to all those people out there too.
You can tell we some church kids.
All right, so you wanted to talk about real quick too. We're breaking night. You want to talk about
just real quick before we get to talking to our guests. I just have to hit on the WNBA draft was just yesterday or day before?
It was the day before.
Okay, day before. Shout out to Caitlin Clark, #1 draft pick. Woohoo.
#1 draft pick.
Yes, for the Indiana, is it Fever? India Fever. And then we have Camila Cardosa and Angel Reese going to the Chicago Sky.
Okay.
Clap, clap, clap. And kudos to everybody else.
We'll get some claps in.
Yeah. Those are just to name a few. But just one thing I want to hit on real quick, and this is a whole nother podcast. We can't do this tonight. But I feel like there's a whole lot of inequity in the amount of money that these girls are going to get compared to the men in the NBA.
And in comparison to the skill level. Because I put Caitlin Clark against any man.
Yes. So
any day.
I saw.
She's amazing.
Yes, she is. She is. And I saw where she's getting like over, I think, 4 years or whatever it was, $338,000. Now, first round draft pick. How much did the first round draft pick make in the NBA?
All right, about like 55 million, something like that, right? What was it?
338,000. Got million. I don't care if it was a million. That's still a big gap. And like you said, I would put Caitlin up against anybody.
Okay, so like,
but they do say it goes with the viewership and how many people are watching and things like that. They can't afford to pay them.
I was gonna try to break that down to you, right?
And that's the reason they can't afford it.
You gotta think about it. You gotta think about it like this too. They'll say 55 million, 30 something guaranteed. There's incentives and bonuses in that money. If you get so many rebounds. If your performance also, you get so many rebounds on the season, that might get you an extra $20,000. If you get so many block shots, whatever your performance is, you get incentives and more money. So your contract can be up to 55, and you're gonna get 30 something guaranteed. Now that is the case. Viewership. What I'm saying, the advertising dollars and things like that, and people attending the games. What I'm saying, the number of people that attend the games. So what
you're saying is we need to attend the game. We need to boost their.
And it's growing. It's growing.
These ladies coming on, these young ladies and women,
they're gonna get paid when the support.
People are already talking about buying tickets for the first game. So I'm thinking,
June 1st in Indiana. Yes, we're gonna be there in the building. But I think everybody's trying to be in the building. So I just wanted to hit on that real quick.
No, that's good, and that's the reason why people are like, well, and I'm gonna end that, and we'll move on. But I think Ice Cube offered Caitlin Clark
like $5 million.
Like $5 million.
She's gonna
to join the big three. But I'm like, Ice Cube, invest in the WNBA.
That's
invest
true.
that $5 million in WNBA instead of giving it to one player, and invest in the women. And, a couple of them can make $1 million if it's invested in. Yeah. But anyway, that's my
that's a whole nother That was my little soapbox for today. That's all, y'all. Okay.
All right. So now I know that it's.
Did you know?
All right, Sherone. So we do a whole little section about did you know?
That's about me?
No.
Like, wait a minute. Y'all got me.
But we want you to participate. We want you to participate. So
wait a minute.
No. So it's just general random facts. Could be fun little facts. But today I was looking up, and since it is Autism Awareness Month, yay. I did want to read a little fact about that. It says, yay, it is. We're going to recognize our kids. Our babies are special, and they deserve to be recognized. Autism spectrum disorder is one of the fastest growing developmental disorders in the United States. It is more common than childhood cancer, diabetes, and AIDS combined. That's huge.
It is.
That's huge. Yeah. So I do want to recognize, and it is Autism Awareness Month, and for parents that have autistic children, they are special. They are God-given. And you know what? It's not just a month, it's every day. So God bless each one of you. So
that's a big number.
yeah, I thought that was big. And then where's my button at? I got one more.
I'm sorry, I was getting ready to try to share everything.
Did you know? Did you know?
Do you all know why Tuesday was chosen as election day?
I do not know. I should know.
Oh, Norm, do you know?
Tuesday was chosen as election day
I feel like he's
because
Yeah, he gonna come with
I feel
something.
like he's making it.
Right. He was
because Sunday everybody went to church, and on Monday they did not want to turn out to the polls. So
Well, you know what?
Tuesday,
That's not the right answer, but it's sort of kind of what it was.
Tuesday.
It's
Wednesday was Bible study, so
Oh, come on now.
I know it's
Yeah.
Bible study tonight. Pastors, forgive us for doing
Yes,
this podcast on Bible
yes.
study night.
It says Congress chose this day because in 1845, many people had to travel quite a ways to vote. Since many families did not travel on Sundays, voting on Tuesday gave them all of Monday to travel if necessary. So there you go. It was
far off.
You weren't too far off. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just be
Look
making
at
stuff
you.
up. I think I just be making stuff
Look
up.
at you.
Huh.
Your teacher, Miss Ridgeway, ain't you proud of that boy?
Yeah, right there, right. So, you know what I mean?
Did you know?
That's it.
Did you know?
Did you know?
And that Did You Know episode was brought to you by Toyota.
Yes.
Let's go,
Shout out.
hashtag, let's go places. Thank them for being a sponsor as well. So
Absolutely.
it's that time to get in on the grind.
Yes.
And I think I'm going to give you the honor
Okay.
to introduce our guest.
Let me just first say, I was reading your little bio here, and I was like, look at this black girl magic right here. I said, I don't think I'm going to read everything, but if you all could see all the accolades and everything she's done, I'm going to try to highlight it because we got one right here, y'all.
You can read it all
Yeah.
in. Read it all in. Don't cut nothing out.
Sherrone Hornbuckle-Meyers, Esquire, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is the daughter of a retired Cabell County Schools educator, Frankie Hornbuckle, and the late Keith Hornbuckle. Miss Hornbuckle-Meyers graduated from Huntington High School in 2001. Were you weren't a Pony Express, you were a Highlander. You were a Highlander, weren't you?
I'm not that old. Right.
Not like us.
I'm getting there.
She later attended the University of Richmond and obtained her bachelor's degree in leadership studies in 2005. Then she received her Juris Doctorate from Salmon P. Chase College of Law in 2009. Sherone began her career as a law clerk for attorney William L. Redd. For several years, she worked in civil law for Legal Aid of West Virginia, serving some of West Virginia's most vulnerable populations, working with the domestic violence victims and veterans. Now we need some claps for this right here. Oh, what was that?
When you take a chance can
I don't
take
know.
Oh.
Oh, it's the ad.
Oh, sorry, y'all. We got an ad. Don't interrupt mine.
I'm looking to see where it's coming from, too. I was pulling up. I
Red River's online casino.
don't know how to turn it on.
Override.
Oh, it's free commercial.
Is it off now?
It is. I was pulling up her profile.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And the commercial on the profile
Came up and started talking.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm giving class for this. As the first Black female assistant prosecuting attorney, all right now, for the Cabell County Prosecuting Attorney's Office, Ms. Hornbuckle-Meyers handled domestic violence cases and juveniles. Currently, she serves as the first in-house General Legal Counsel for Cabell County Schools, where she continues to foster her passion with the county's youth. And it goes on and on. You are involved with Branch's Domestic Violence Shelter. She positively impacts her community and its members by serving on the board of directors for Valley Health and the Education Alliance. You are supported by your loving husband, which is so important.
Yeah.
Kevin Monroe Myers Sr.
Give it up.
Oh, shout out to Kevin.
Shout out to
That's
Kevin.
right. Her amazing son, is it
Joel.
Jolyn Adams, and is a bonus mom to two outstanding children, Kevin Monroe Myers Jr. and is a Ramaya?
Yes.
Ramaya Myers. She's also a member of the Living Sanctuary Church, where Bishop Gary L. Edwards presides as pastor and nurtures Sherone's spiritual health and growth. Amen. Yes. So you ready for our discussion, Miss Sherone?
Yes, ma'am.
First, let's hold up her beautiful brochures here, y'all. Look at that beautiful picture.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to ask, kind of give us an overview of the roles and responsibilities of the family court judge in Cabell County.
Family court judges in Cabell County handle divorces. They handle domestic violence petitions. They handle custody. They handle child support issues. They handle grandparent guardianships and name changes. A lot of people will come to me. Abuse and neglect proceedings are not handled in family court. They're handled in our circuit courts, as well as adoptions are not handled in our family court. Those are also handled in our circuit courts. So
Okay.
those are what the family court judge handles.
Okay.
What I'm hoping to handle here.
Okay. So why was it important for you to run for the family court judge?
I have always wanted to be family court judge. Even in my current position as general counsel, during my interview, they said, what is your ultimate goal? What's your main goal? I said, to be family court judge in Cabell County. I have a little Judge Barbie on my bookshelf in my office. I mean, it's what I've always wanted to do. I fell in love with family law when I worked at Legal Aid in West Virginia, helping and you know about Legal Aid is people that cannot afford an attorney otherwise. So we were their last resort for child support, custody, domestic violence issues. And I handled veterans and domestic violence victims. So helping what I felt two of the most vulnerable constituents in our area, especially our veterans who served for our country and come back. I did housing, but I did divorces and custody, helping them reunite with their families and dealing with the things that they've dealt with overseas or even here while serving our community. I felt I like being with families. I love kids. I love families. I just love. I love big and it feels right. It feels good.
Okay. I can tell you're very passionate about that too. Yeah. It's important to know your why and why you're doing something. And I feel like that's a good why. So what are the key issues and challenges that the family court judge typically deals with? I think you kind of hit on that though, didn't you? But if you don't care to reiterate that again.
And a lot of them, we have a 50-50 presumption in in West Virginia, I'm sorry. And the presumption is each parent is equal. All parents aren't always equal. Sometimes you do get two really great parents, but sometimes you have a parent that's not that great. And so it's the family court judge's job to discern what the issues are that makes one parent deserve more time with the child than the other. That doesn't mean it's forever. Everybody can learn, everybody can grow, everybody can make this work. But actually having the knowledge and the wisdom to discern which parent is the parent that needs to have the time with the child. And that's something I feel like I've grasped from all my areas of practice. I did criminal law, I did legal aid, now I'm doing education law, but I do all different types of things while advising the board legally of what they can and cannot do. I deal with families every day. And I feel like I don't have tunnel vision, I just have an overarching vision of what makes things work and how these things work and how we can all do it together to make it a smooth transition for what they're going through.
Well, it sounds like those kind of decisions definitely you need experience with, but I would say even prayer for that discernment, like you said, because those are big decisions to make for families and for children. So,
and when I say I've been divorced, I'm now remarried. I'm a DV survivor. Have the bonus kids, so we're doing the parenting
the
time and
blended
things like
kind of
all the blended family
stuff.
So look, people, I'm with you all. I get it. I'm not going to sit here and preach to you. Well, you need to do this. I've lived it all, so I know, and it's not fun and it's hard. It takes prayer and it takes tears and it takes time. It takes friends. It takes a really good village. It takes a lot of growth. And I'm here. I want to work with the families while we get through this transition and these issues they're dealing with.
Yeah, that makes a difference too when you can say I've walked in your shoes.
Absolutely.
I know what it's like.
Absolutely.
You can't. It makes a difference to someone when somebody who's walked in your shoes knows what you're going through versus someone who's just trying to tell you what to do.
People don't have kids trying to wait a minute.
What?
Because I'm just now learning this whole teenage child thing. So don't tell me if you don't know, because I still don't know from day to day.
Yeah, there's no manual for that.
No.
Not for these teenagers. So as the family court judge, or how does the family court judge work to ensure fairness and impartiality in your decision-making process?
Well, we have the West Virginia Code. Chapter 48 defines how we are to decide on the cases. And I like to look at people. I don't judge people. Again, I've worked in all different sects with all different people, all different classes, all different colors, races, religions. I just want to look at the people. I look at their hearts. I feel like I can pretty much read the room and see if somebody's true or somebody's fake. But again, I always go back to the code and what the law says. And if you follow the code and what the law says, it's black and white, you got to follow. You don't. So.
Okay. So here's the big question: what qualifies you to be the family court judge?
Well, I feel that I feel like the best candidate for family court judge. I do, again, because of all my experiences. I got my start in family law, but from there I was able to use what I learned in family law and switch that to criminal law. And when I did criminal law, I had juveniles, and I said you can be the best parent in the world, and your child still doesn't turn out the way you want them to. But a lot more often than not, the children I was dealing with on a daily basis were kids who came from messed up families. So I got to see how family law interplayed with the criminal justice system with our juveniles. And now at the Board of Education, I get to see how family law interplays with our families every day. I work with, all kinds of families, blended families, foster parents, and parents with children with exceptionalities. I work with them all, and I felt that has given me the experience and the wisdom as I'm getting older that I need to be the best candidate for family court judge.
Okay.
How long do someone sit on the seat for a family court judge?
8 years. And then you have to run again.
So 8 years before re-election.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's just something. Because that means.
I'll be 49.
Okay.
And I'm so fun.
She gonna tell her age.
I'm 49 and also
49
fine.
and fine.
Yeah. I deal with kids at the community center, and I'm social work and advocate, and been an advocate. I worked in I don't want to say the name of the homes, but I worked in level 1, 2, level 3 detention centers. And like you said, you deal with different backgrounds of these kids coming from these different places, dealing with different trauma. You talk about making decisions. What am I trying to ask? Like, you talking about making decisions, like, have you ever made a decision that you thought I made the wrong decision?
I can't say that I have, but I will say when I work with the juveniles, I felt that I gave so much to the kids during the day, so much love. I would also often get in trouble for hugging the defendants in court because I just felt the kids needed love that I didn't have a lot of love to give to my son when I got home.
Somebody giving a hug?
Well, I'm the hugger. I'm the kisser. You're getting it all. But no, I try to look at everybody's situation differently. Even looking at my son's friends, he has a core group of boys, great boys, and one girl. But I have to deal with each of them differently because they're a little different personalities and they're different home situations. So I try to adapt the way I'm dealing with them, and I plan on adapting the way I'm dealing with each family that comes into family court and work that way. But hopefully, I pray a lot. I pray a lot I pray without ceasing, and I hope that the decision I make is wrong. I would never say that I haven't, or would never say that if I did, I wouldn't come back and try to change that. Because I'm always willing to learn, I'm always willing to grow, and always willing to adapt. So.
Okay, because we're all human.
Absolutely.
Right? Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? So,
So, from your perspective, what do you think are some of some of the strengths and areas for improvement within the family court system in Cabell County?
Community involvement. A lot of community involvement. We have a lot of great programs. And my mom taught for 35 years. Everybody said, "Where did you get your love for service?" I remember taking kids' Christmas presents, birthday presents, buying groceries, back to school clothes. My dad coached, my uncles coached, my cousins coached. I'm team mom, Aunt Ron, Miss Sherone to everybody. So just the community involvement. We have lots of great organizations, making sure the families know where to go to get help, because everybody has their times. I graduated from law school in May, and I was pregnant in June.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. And he's my law school graduation present. I wouldn't have it any other way. He's absolutely perfect. But there are times in your life, I had to go get a medical card. I had to go get food stamps. And so everybody has time, but just to know those things are available, to not be embarrassed of those things, to use it to what it's intended for, and to work your way up, and then you can give back to somebody else once you've received that. So just the community involvement and knowing about what's out there to help you get through what you need. If it's counseling, if it's mental health support, if it's substance abuse recovery programs, whatever it is, helping everybody work together to collaborate to.
Yeah, that's definitely important.
How many cases do you think a family court judge sees a year?
70 to 100 probably, maybe.
'Cause, it's a variety of things that you said, that you mentioned earlier, that what a family court judge deals with.
Yes.
A variety of things, so a variety of issues. Wow. So
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I think it would be difficult to deal with those. I'm sure some of the cases are probably cut and dry, but then there's those difficult cases that really, like you said, pull at your heartstrings, and you know that that's a difficult situation. So how do you find that that balance to like separate yourself, like leave work at work and not carry it home with you?
That's always a struggle, and it's going to be a struggle for me. And when I find myself in those situations, I have to really rely on my faith and give it to God and say, God, I did this. I hope this is right. I need you to help me make this right. And then move on, because I have my family, I have my husband, I have my son, I have my mother, I have other people that depend on me, and I have other responsibilities. So I really have to rely on God and rely on my faith that I've done what I was supposed to do, and Lord, help me smooth it out if it's not exactly right for me, because you can do that.
And in the midst of that, make sure you find some self-care.
Oh, girl.
Because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else, and that's a big, huge weight.
My bubble baths. I miss my bubble baths. I haven't had them since I've been on the campaign trail. But May 15th will come. My boys know when she's in the bath, don't knock on the door.
Don't bother me.
Interrupt her. Just let her listen to her music and just take her bubble bath.
It's like that time when your grandmothers are like, my soaps are on, don't you
Don't
call
you
me,
bother me.
don't you bother me for that hour.
Yes, that's all I need. Then I'm back at it, ready to go.
Yeah. I think I was going to ask you about, you talked about your qualifications. So, and I know from everything that I read that you sound very qualified for the position. What initiatives or programs has the family court judge implemented to better serve the needs of the families and children in Cabell County?
That's something I think we need to work on. We've had 3 judges, but we now have 3 judges to work with the community organizations and work with help the families that come before their family court. One lady, I was at another speaking engagement, and there's a CASA worker, and we have those in circuit court, but we don't have those in family court. And a lot of other counties they do, and I would love to have them in family court to help. Because, in my current position, like we have social workers. We did have them in every school. I don't know if they're going to anymore. Our kids and our families just need so much care right now, and so much help, and so much just love. My slogan is ensuring love remains. Yeah. We just need love. So working with the organizations, I think that's something that I would like to go forward and do. And
okay.
Yeah, I see you. One of the statements that you made is you believe that strength, compassion, and justice is what we need to be equipped with to serve citizens of Cabell County. So is that your...
Those are my 3 prongs. I say I'm strong because, again, been divorced. I'm a DV survivor. I'm remarried. So I've been through it. I've made it through. I'm strong enough to help other people through it. The compassion component, I say I'm an M&M. I'm hard on the outside, but soft on the inside.
Oh.
Y'all, I will cry. And I just love people. Like, I think I gave you a hug. I mean, like, I hug everybody when I see them. And I want to help be compassionate with the people that come in the courtroom, but also justice. I mentioned the West Virginia Code, but I have no problem delivering justice. If you've been in trouble, you have to follow the law. You have to follow the policies. You have to do what you're supposed to do. So I think with those 3 combined, I can take over the world. I don't know, but I can handle.
Yeah. And some of that is like affirmations too.
Absolutely. I got this.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You is, what is it? You is strong.
You're smart. You're kind. It's important.
You is important. But you have our son every morning before you go to school.
Yeah, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'll do great things. And we repeat that every morning, and we also say a prayer on the way to work. I mean, work and school. Yeah, so. But I want to make sure, and a lot of times I'll make him stand in the mirror and say, I am awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I mean, I want him to make sure that he hears that at home, because he may not hear that out in the world.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I want to bring some of that into the courtroom, because I think everybody needs to know somebody cares. At the end of the day, you're not just a docket. You're not just a number. You're not just another case. I'm here with you. I truly, truly care. Yeah. And I want what's best for these families. And above all, I want what's best for the children in Cabell County, because they deserve it. They're it. They're
And those babies didn't have to be here.
that's what my mom always said.
Yeah, they didn't have to be
They
here.
said not at all.
Yeah, and it's our responsibility, and not just parents. It's our
The community,
responsibility, the
yes.
community, the village, to take care of these children.
I see you've been on the campaign trail. You know, I was looking at that too. I was going to talk a little bit about that just to take it up. You've been to a lot of neighborhood associations. You've been out there just putting up signs. I mean, you're everywhere.
That's what I told her. I said,
You're
when do you
at
sleep?
the Southside Neighborhood Organization meetings. You know, you've been endorsed by a lot of these people and things like that. So you have people believing in you.
I believe so. I think so. I've tried to, because I've been all over the county. I've been to Salt Rock, Milton, I was at the Barbersville Rotary today. And I see a lot of people, and they're like, you helped me back and such and such and such and such, or you helped me back. And I'm like, so it really makes a difference. But I wouldn't, I'm a Huntingtonian. I live off 13th
Right.
Street. I've always been in Huntington. So I wouldn't be in the county as much if it weren't for God placing me where he's placed me right now and to be on this campaign trail. But what I've learned, although we might be in Salt Rock, we might be in Milton, we might be in Barbersville, we're all way more similar than we ever realized. All the
That's
communities,
true.
even though they're different, I mean, it's everybody's welcoming, everybody's kind, everybody wants what's best for their kids or grandkids or family members, and we all have that similarity, and that's what I appreciate about Cabell County, West Virginia, and that's what I appreciate God has given me the ability and the time to see while being on the campaign trail. I also say he stuck me on the campaign trail because my baby will be going to high school next year, and he didn't want me to cry.
Oh, he's growing up. Oh, yeah. They don't say little long.
Not at all.
Brandon McCoy says, "Good luck."
Thank you, baby.
Gives you
Yeah, thank you to our viewers. Thank you, Brandy.
Thank you.
but just want to throw that out there real quick that she said that. All right.
And then the other question I have is, how can members of the community engage with or provide feedback to the family court judge on issues related to family law and the judicial process?
I'm always open. I mean, I have people that call me, message me. The first time my husband sent me a message on Facebook, and he says, "Hey, how you doing?" And I said, "Lord, he's got a legal question." But he wanted to go to the movies, which thank God. But I'm an open book. I answer any questions. I help anybody that I can help, and I'll be that way to the extent that I'm allowed to be as a judge. I always try to help people, and I mean, people come to me now in my current position asking about everything under the sun. Some things I have control over, some things I don't. If I don't have control over it, I'll point you in the right direction to get you on the way you need to be. But they come to me, I will help them with whatever issues they seem to be facing. Because that's what
Okay.
I want to do.
So what would you say to someone who would say, oh, it's not important to vote?
It is so important to vote. I tell everybody, my grandparents used to take my cousin Ty and I to vote. And they would take us, and then we'd go like out to eat and everything. And they made a big deal. It was like a really, really big day of everything because they knew when blacks and when women couldn't vote. And so it is so important. And so when I've been voting, I've always taken my son with me to vote because I want him to understand the importance of voting. In my campaign, I'm like, I just need one more vote than my opponent. I just need one more vote.
Yeah.
So every vote counts. If I just get one more, I win. It doesn't have to be like, I just have to win. So it's so important. People have fought, people have died, people have cried, people have prayed for us to have the right to vote. Why would you not? And then the same people that don't vote are the first people that get out there and complain. You didn't get off your behind on your day off
Right.
to go vote.
Yeah.
Go do it.
I had a young lady today actually stopped by and sitting there and was talking about voting because she was like, I haven't registered to vote yet, and
You got till April 23rd.
I don't see a reason why I
You
should
got
vote.
till April 23rd.
There you go.
I don't see a reason why I should vote. She's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, yeah.
Well, then educate yourself.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, And
We
that's
have
what-
these forums.
but there's people that she's not the only one.
I know. But educate.
That's
I mean,
what's
we have
sad
meet
about
the
it.
candidates in every area. I've been in every area of the county. The one last night was amazing. Everybody has Facebook profile pictures. There's a Herald Dispatch candidate profile. And I know these youngsters can use technology. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's nobody's
Like,
business.
yeah.
There's no reason. And that's why I said I felt it was very important to take my son with me because I don't want that generation to have the apathy because it's always been available to them. So they take for granted what they have.
And I was trying to explain to her, like, and I was just asking about, like, do you know what the mayor does? Do you know what a circuit court judge does? Do you know? And no. And a lot of that's the civic development, civic engagement that we're going to try to get more into at the center too, but it's just that's part of it. I just don't know.
Well,
Like,
that's what even my son and his buddies were like helping me put out signs and put together signs. I'm like, this is a whole lesson of civic engagement. They don't even know it. They have no idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they were just excited to put out the signs and, oh, that's your opponent and this, that, and the other. I'm just learning about different things. I'm like, I'm just getting them involved in the little stuff. So
Yes.
but-
Okay, so and I think that's what's needed more, in every community, not just in the Fairfield community. But
Well, and
Absolutely.
sometimes people that vote need to educate themselves because they'll just
Absolutely.
get out there and hit a button because I know that person or someone told me to vote for that one. You need to be informed.
Look, I mean, we have
Yeah.
all these materials.
Yes.
Look and see
Yeah, absolutely.
who you like best. Who you think is going to do the best job? Absolutely.
so, do you have a IG? Do you have a Facebook page? Do you have anything you want to tell where people can follow? And
You're looking on my right.
Yeah,
Sherone Hornbuckle for Family Court Judge.
Like-
Facebook, Sherone Hornbuckle for Family Court Judge. Website, Sherone Hornbuckle 4 FCJ.com. And that's all. I don't have an IG.
okay, I was just
have
wondering.
Twitter.
I just want you to.
I
Yeah,
don't have any.
I just want you to let the people
I'm doing
know.
well to do 2 Facebook pages right now in my life.
Just wanted to let you know where the people could.
My headquarters is at the old Papa John's. I'll have sign up there and
okay.
things like that. But
Okay.
what else?
So where will Sherone be next? What's on your agenda?
What is tomorrow?
She's like, oh, let me look. I don't know.
Tomorrow, I am speaking with the Milton Rotary. I'm going to be their guest speaker at Milton
Okay,
Rotary.
the Rotary. Mhm.
Yes, and then
Rotary
tomorrow
Club.
evening, I'm going to be at the Woodlands Retirement Home. And I say, my favorite, I've been to Salt Rock Senior Center, Barbersville Senior Center. Hey, I like the kids and I like the seniors because they're true and they're honest and they're fun and the energy they give. I was at Salt Rock yesterday and a man was like, 3 people love you. I said, who's that? He's like, God loves you, Jesus loves you, and I love you. I was like, oh, I was like,
Yeah.
I get excited to go to the senior center. So that's where I'll be tomorrow. And then Friday, go to Empty Bowls. I think it's at Pullman Square. You get a $20 bowl for the Empty Bowls for the Facing Hunger Food Bank.
Oh,
If you want
Okay.
to see me there, I'll be there at some point Friday. And then Saturday, there's a whole slew of stuff.
It's on the trail. Campaign. It's happening right now,
It
man.
is hot. It's hot.
It's that time of year. It's that season. So
Yeah.
But thank you all so much for having me on
no,
here. Thank you all for everything you do. I really know. Off the topic, I appreciate, the dances, the parties, because people are always complaining they don't have anything to do, and then I get really upset and I don't see a lot of people that show up, but I appreciate you all continuing
you.
to try, continue to
try,
put things out there,
Thank
continue to have a positive impact on our community. Whether or not they choose to accept it is on them, but you all are giving them the opportunity to have some good, clean fun.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. We do appreciate
So
that.
one final word from you, without ask. If you had to give any advice to young people, what would it be?
put God 1st. Put God first. Put yourself second. Because if you don't take care of yourself, there's nobody else going to take care of you. And let go of the self-doubt. You can do it. And if you feel you can't do it, pray some more. But I promise you, if you put your mind to it, if you put your faith in God, you're going to get it done. And if you need a hug, come see me.
She loves to give hugs.
And we will pray and cry and hug together. And we'll get through it.
It's good stuff.
All right, my claps be long. I love playing with the stuff over here. I'm like, it's like a new toy I got
yeah.
over here. I just be like,
Hit it
oh,
Christmas.
find a button to hit, clap. But we do want to thank you for joining the biz, the BIZ with NormBeezy,
And Lady T.
and we hope that good luck on with your campaign. Good luck.
Lady T singing a song. I need to figure out what
Oh, goodness.
Lady T.
passion just to put it together.
So yeah, and stick around. We got people. We thank all our viewers for tuning in. We're going to come back live again. We're going to have another guest come in. We have Mr. Patrick Farrell, who's running for mayor of the city of Huntington, West Virginia, coming up. So we want to thank Sherone Hornbuckle-Meyers.
Running under Hornbuckle. I love my Myers husband.
And again, thank you very, very much. Thanks for tuning in to the Biz. That's the BIZ with your boy Norm B.
And Lady T.
You can also check us out on the biz.buttsprout.com for more episodes. And we look forward to hearing from you or seeing you on the next one.
On the next one.